I'm here at Bredon School near Tewkesbury in Gloucestershire, and this is where, from the 1st to the 3rd of May, the bank holiday weekend, they'll be holding the famous Bredon Fete.
We wanted to open the school up to the public, and we're a bit isolated here in the country. It's lovely around here, but people don't really know a lot about us, and we wanted for people to come in and see the school. David Florent came along as an old Bredonian, and the shooting ground started. We're lucky enough to have that here at the school, and they both shot here. Dan and David shot here, and it was a natural development, but the country fair type of event developed from the original Fete. Bredon was started in 1962, 14 boys on day one, and it was largely to fill the gap for boys who'd failed common entrance, and if they hadn't got into Malvern College or Cheltenham or Dean Close, those sort of schools, where could they go to? And it was very obvious that there was a niche in the market that required a more practical approach.
You drive up the drive and you see the tractors and the sheep and the pigs, and this is an absolute school heaven, isn't it?
It is for a lot of boys and girls. It becomes more of a level playing field.
And do you take country sports seriously here as well?
Yes, we do. Yeah, I mean, we're in the country. We have a country lifestyle here. Not everybody shoots, not everybody farms, not everybody hunts, but that's up to the individual taste. But we do support the country lifestyle very much so.
Basically, clay shooting. Myself and David sort of obviously headed up sort of the shooting ground down at the school. Archery, air rifles, also the sort of Duke of Edinburgh, I suppose, sort of country walking as well. So they do offered a hell of a lot of range sort of different country activities that gets you out in the countryside. So,
and they've got their own clay ground here now.
Yes.
Did they have it here when you were here?
Yeah, well, myself and Dave sort of started it off with his father, sort of built it up, put the stands in, and it sort of took off from there really. I sort of jumped on board, I think it was the second year through, and then sort of it developed on from there really.
The clay line has outgrown this ha-ha. How big is it now?
Well, it includes a 50 sporting competition, whereas before it was just literally have a go clay shooting with a couple of stands on the ha-ha. So you got the 50 sporting, pool shoots, again have a go stands are down there, muzzle loaders. The shooters come far and wide to sort of compete, so that's been a really, really good addition to Bredon Country Fair and also the school's challenge.
When we started it, Dan and I came up with the idea. In fact, Dan and I came up with the idea when we left Bredon to bring. There was nothing to bring youngsters into shooting, and it came up as the idea was one event a year at Oxford Gun Company. And then David Keat, that owns Bredon, decided, I want to sponsor it. So he sponsored the one there, and then he thought, let's do one at Bredon. So that's the idea of the second schools challenge came in.
Is it going to be as big as the first one?
It will be nearly as big. It's only in its second year, so the one here is still growing.
Are we going to see Seaford College battling it out with Millfield like we did at the last one?
I think Seaford College are coming, definitely. They have booked in, and I think they're going to try and win another gun. And obviously you've got the famous Browning Rabbit Mania, so some youngster, a very lucky youngster, will walk away with a gun. If it's the same as Seaford College, you could get one person that wins 2 guns.
Who do you reckon's in with the chance, apart from Seaford and Millfield?
Well, I've got a feeling that Seaford are going to nip them again, because they really are putting the effort into the shooting. There is one other school that could be chasing their arse, which is actually a state school. It's Quainton High in Banbury. And they've got a fair chance. They've got some good shots in it.
What about Bredon itself? I mean, this is their home ground.
Bredon actually do put in some individuals. They put in a team, and obviously Bredon always should go away with something. It's their home ground. They get to practice the week before.